pain,
Goes
the
back
horror.
as who?
Moving on real quick, let's get into another story. You have come for Georgina, and she is not about to take it sitting down, okay? Now, she's mentioned in the past that she's constantly been at home for the first 3 months of her being pregnant and giving birth to her child. She was a homebody. She did not feel like she could leave the house. In fact, she didn't even leave the house the full 3 months of after the child was born. And she continued to do this until it got to a point where now everyone was concerned, including the baby daddy, who was asking her to just go outside, let me stay with the baby. And she really was still hesitant and was refusing this completely. This caused her to get herself in a situation of postpartum depression, unfortunately. And now she's over it. Now she's gotten over that hurdle of, I cannot leave my baby, and over that postpartum depression. And she is living her best life, going out and partying. Well, we saw her once, but then everyone seemed to have assumed that she goes partying every single day, every single weekend. And so she's over there like, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna put you in that spot where you're trying to put me in. I will silence you. She went online and said this. First of all, asking a mom where she left her baby when she's trying to have fun is mom shaming. Since you all are trying to create mom guilt in us, and more specifically in her, apart from holding the title mom, we have a lot of other things to offer. My first 3 months of being a mom, I really worked hard. I really overworked myself. I had no nanny because I felt like it'd make me seem like a lazy mom. I did everything by myself because I was so scared of even trusting anyone with her. When I tell you that I never left the apartment gate the whole 3 months, I mean it. Ata kwenda kwa duka, I only got outside when we were going to the clinics. She continued to say other things like, questions like, where did you leave your child? As if I left my child kwa barabara or with strangers. Of course, I left her somewhere safe with people that I trust. She continues to say that. And that being said, after her saying like, look, this is it. She's in her 20s. She's still living her best life. Yes, she's a mom and it's a priority, but she still needs to live her life. She said, and that being said, if you ever ask me such a question in public, I will reciprocate the energy given. And if you ask me in my DMs, I will block you. And I love this energy. Like, I love her coming out and defending herself. I mean, I love how Kenyans are doing this nowadays. It's not like you wait and come back with a comeback that is weak. No, 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 no. You meet me at my point of intersection. I came at you, you come right at me, and you silence me. Because what? If you're a mom, does that mean that automatically that is your default mode? When did that become an identity? When did motherhood become an identity for everyone? Some people actually do like it and do identify themselves as just a mom. I am a mom, I am a stay-at-home mom, whatever. And that's amazing. That's your doing, that's what you want. But not everyone wants to do that. And we should give equal respect to people who don't want to be in the house 24/7 locked with their children. You even start to speak Gugu Gaga. Have you ever hung out with a mom after she's been home for like 3 months? All they say is Gugu Gaga. All they do is trying to wipe off all the spots on your face. I'm telling you, like my friend Ilham, she used to do that. Like, she's constantly just like, she's pretty much acting as a mom, and we're out. We're out, we're having fun. Ilham is the one wiping things down. She's the one trying to like, what is this? You have applied on yourself. Like, she's on mom mode. You need to stay away from that. You need to be around other adults. You need to remember how to be an adult. So I think kudos to you, Georgina. And for anyone else who's trying to take the same journey of just like living your best life and being a mom, do that. Don't be usifinywe.
People who are not parents just don't get how crippling it is. And not just people who are not parents, people who are parents a long time ago, especially, very old people, the older generation. They'll be like, this is you now. This is your identity now. Identify as a mom and nothing else. Your life, what is that? And that is so toxic. And I really understand what Georgina is going through, because I went through the same thing. I had a child at Olive. I was turning 22. And for those first few months, mine was more than 3. Apart from going to the clinic, there was nowhere else I was going. It was just the house, the house, the house. You even forget how to talk to people. And now when it comes to you need to go out, there's social anxiety because you don't know what people are going to ask you. And even there's even one person, I remember him very correctly.
Distinctly.
Aki, nakukumbuka. He was like, there's this event at Carnival, it's near your house, you know, we could go. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'd love to come. And then on the day of, he asks me, so if you're going out, who is going to stay with the child? And I'm like, what do you thought I would leave the child at home? You know, like, why are you going out?
Huh?
What do you mean? And I remember feeling so horrible. Like, what do you think? Just because I'm a mom, I can't be outside? Please, mind your business. Leave mothers alone. If you see me perambulating outside,
Let her
shaking what my
perambulate.
doctor gave